Hey there, welcome to the Lumiere channel. Welcome to the pinnacle reading of my reading career. Your first impression of your future spouse. Oh my God, we're here, we've arrived. I care. We've done a will you be attracted to them. Okay, if you're just catching up, this is damn near daily, part of our damn near daily readings, where every dang day in the month of October, Libra season gang, there's a reading damn near every day. So if you missed yesterday's or tomorrow's, don't. Go catch up in the playlist. Subscribe, keep it locked, watch everything. There's also a future spouse playlist. So get involved, get it in. Let's see how it goes, okay? We've already done will you be attracted to them on sight, but we need more. What is your first impression gonna be? What is it giving? Okay, we're gonna go into a little bit more questions too. We'll see what the flow is. Pole 1, Pole 2, Pole 3, Pole 4. I'm super excited. There also is their first impression. Hello, we love that. We love that. And I tend to be, I can be highfalutin, but I can also tend to be like a pretty realistic reader sometimes. I don't know, it depends on what the energy is giving. So we'll see. I'm very curious to see what comes through here in this reading. And yeah, I'll see you in your pile, man. I'm so excited to get into this. Bye. All right. I'm singing the song Lipstick by Charlie Puth. I don't know. Someone had recommended it to me. You know who you are, Libra. And it's such a good song, but it's just been in my head this whole time. Anyway, hey Pal 3, what will your first impression of your future spouse be, yo? Let's find out. We're using the Before Tarot. I haven't used her in a hot minute. I will be using a few other deckies as well. You got the 8 of Wands in reverse. Okay. Oof. Wow. 8 of Cups, the Hermit, and the 7 of Wands. 7, 8, 9. Love that. And then we have the 8 of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck with the 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups in reverse, 3 of Cups in reverse, Judgment. I feel like I'm using the wrong deck for this. Let's try it out. Might switch decks midway. Wow. Your first impression of your future spouse. First of all, it's giving loner. You'll perceive them as a loner, someone who works alone. They could be older than you. They could have some gray hair on them or have certain mannerisms that are of someone older. Right? Like wearing like knee-high socks or something. It's not a mannerism, but like that type of thing where like, oh, that's not of my generation, or how they say certain things. I feel like this person, you're going to see them from afar, not so much up close. Like you're not really going to interact with them much. You might see this person as a bit standoffish. I'm getting a sense of intimidation, but not intimidation necessarily. It's something where you kind of look at this person and you kind of go, oh, that's a person that exists. That's not a person I could know. That's not a person that's like in my wheelhouse or whatever. So this person is going to be different from what you're used to or what you've experienced or what you think you can have or whatever. This person will be knowledgeable about something. So yeah, that's not what I want to say. They will be knowledgeable about something and pretty disciplined. There could be something here about a church or a holy house or a wellness here, just because the 7 of Wands is praying. Like, how cute is that? I think I really am going to use a different deck. I don't think I can use this deck. I don't think I can do it. Yeah, anyway. Yeah. Oh, wow. Your first impression will be this person is not out of your league either. It's not that. It's just they're other. This person is other from you. They're not in your like league, as in not even like, not like they're better than you. They could be in a way, like from your perspective, but it feels like someone who would never look your way, right? Like it's like someone who you see them as, oh, they could never, look at me, or they could never. So there's some distance. Like you two are in different lanes. Let's not say league. You're in different lanes. Where like maybe they're a teacher and you're a student. And you're like, damn, wow, okay. That person is really cool, and you're a student, right? Maybe you're their student, or they're just that. So this could be in any type of way. I feel like this is something that they've been doing for so long, and you're in the environment. And the environment and how you two meet and what it's giving tells a story of how that impacts your impression of them. But it's still like the perfect environment for you two to have met. There is something very other about this person that you're going to look at and kind of go like, oh, okay. So this person can exist in the peripherals of your life. Like they could just be around, but you never really saw them. And your first impression is like, they're very devout and disciplined to what they do. And I'm seeing that it impresses you. This person may be Catholic. This person may be religious. I'm specifically seeing religion. Spiritual, okay, right? But I am specifically seeing like religion. So you could meet this person at church, or they could have a cross on their neck, on their forehead, if it's during Lent season, like Ash Wednesday, or a cross in their like car, or some type of cross paraphernalia or something. Okay, and if that doesn't apply, it doesn't apply. This person is just there's a devoutness that they have to either their faith or their drive, their passion, or their craft. Like you can tell that this person is skilled in what they do, but they're still humble in a way. Like they still take it seriously. Focused. You could even meet this person at a bar. And you could notice them drinking something. Like your first impression could be like, oh, I wonder if they're okay. Like it's almost like you catch them drinking the last drink in their cup, and that visual of like cleaning out the cup, cleaning out the mug or whatever, even a coffee shop, I guess, it kind of, that silhouette of like glug 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 kind of gives a certain air to someone. Are they lonely? Are they okay? Is it a hard day? Like, because we always see that motif in movies and TV shows where someone, takes it to the head, and it just emotes, it evokes a certain emotion. You could even meet this person at a bar. Like I said, they could be the bartender, so they could be somebody who knows the drinks well. Yeah, I want to get more energies. I don't, what's your first impression? 10 of Pentacles. I was about to say, are they the owner? Did I say that? They could be the owner of it. You can see this person is very stable. Okay, I think this person is lithe in body. Okay, this person is lithe in form. You're going to think and see them as like pretty stable, lithe in form, as in they're not, like their body makes sense for them. Their body will make sense for them. And there is something here about age. This person could be older than you. It's really showing that there is something here about age. Okay. We had the 7, 8, 9, and a 10. Isn't that funny? you will gradually find yourself attracted to this person over time. You'll appreciate them over time. I think this isn't someone who isn't unattractive. I'm not seeing that. With the Seven of Wands, I think you will be really impressed with this person. Like, they will be um an impressive person, and that's also that's more so like your assessment of them. It's almost like it's not a little, it's almost like me saying, me not talking about their attractiveness more so has to do with you than them. Like, they could be incredibly attractive, but what reaches out to you, your impression of them is, wow, they've really worked on themselves. Like, let's say this person is a gym rat. This person like has a body that is like sculpted to the gods. You're not looking at them like, yeah, you might be looking at them and going hubba hubba, but like, your impression is like, wow, that person is so dedicated and disciplined. Look at that. Like, for them to get that kind of physique, that's work. Like, you look at them in an objective way. And so that's where I'm seeing, like, over time, as you keep seeing them, that's when your attraction grows, because your attraction is not based off of just like physicalness, but the energy that somebody has. So your attraction to your future spouse is going to be largely based off of the fact that they are disciplined and dedicated and loyal to their craft and good at what they do, really good at what they do, and amiable with that, and still human. I don't know, there's something really beautiful there, and like, that'll really soften your heart towards them. And then on top of that, they could be good looking, right? Like, that's not the main thing that makes you go hubba hubba hubba. Ten of Pentacles, for what your first impression is going to be. I think you could think this person comes from a lineage of sorts. Duh. But they could have a culture or a background that is pretty stable. So this person could be foreign born or foreign to you, in terms of their lineage, or even similar to you. And it could be both as well. I've been getting that a lot lately, where someone can be different, but in their differences, you guys are so similar. Ten of Pentacles feels like this person comes from a long line of something, and you can tell when you look at them. So again, if they're wearing, like, you know, clothes in a certain kind of way, or their style is a certain kind of way, and you can tell like there's some type of age gap here, you see that, like, I don't know, something is very palpable here about their looks, that they come from something. They come from something. They come from like they have people. They're stable in some way. They look like they have a family. They look like they have people in their life, which is weird because we're saying that they look alone at first. But they look well kept. Something that I haven't said is like, they're well dressed. Like, they dress well. You'll notice that they dress nicely, and that kind of tells you a little bit of their status in life. Ten of Pentacles feels like this person looks stable. Your first impression of them will be like, wow, this person is stable. So I feel like they can have an aura of being alone, of looking alone, like just focused, really, more so than alone. But when they're around people, they are focused, but also, I'm getting amiable from this person. What else will Pile 3 notice? Their first impression about their future spouse. That they're calm, exactly. That they're calm. And here we have right, ceremony, mystery, magic. Bitch, Spirit lives in the house of Lumiere. What was all that thing about religion? Like, it's religion, ho. Okay. I will say, your first impression of your future spouse, when you actually sort of like look at them more, you may see, based off of your spirituality, that they are your future spouse. Like, you might clock them fully, because I'm getting steps, like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Like, you might really clock this person at like week 1, right? You've met them in week 1, day 0, and you're like, oh, okay, that's an interesting person. Okay, whatever. Like they seem pretty disciplined in what they do and their craft. And you notice them again, you're like, wow, this person really knows what they're doing. Like that's so impressive. And then, week 3, you're like, wow, this person kind of seems like, you then start tuning into them a little bit more emotionally, like, I wonder what they're like, or if they're okay, if they're lonely, if it's difficult to maintain what they've worked so hard at. And then by week 4 or 5, then you're like, I think this could be my future spouse. And you've just been like looking at this person from afar. Like you haven't fully engaged, or maybe you have, but it feels like there's a step. It doesn't hit you all at once. Hence this person just kind of like being in the background, but there's a point where it hits you. And even in all this like religious motifs that I'm seeing here, that you could just have a moment where you're like, wait a minute. And you come back to the Lumiere channel, you watch the future spouse readings, and you're like, wait a minute. I think this is the person. But something you may notice is this person, again, is pretty dogged about what they're into and what they're about. And again, religion, right? There could be a strong pull between the two of you that is like spiritual pull between the two of you. You two have manifested each other. You have been looking for this person, wanting this person, and they as well in their own way, I guess. I don't know how that you would get that in a first impression, but like I'm telling you now as a reader who's seeing more than just the first impression. But yeah, yeah, babe, like ceremony, mystery, magic, like what is it giving? Okay, what is it giving? Again, this person could, like Catholicism to some degree could have some type of play in your dynamic, whether you are Catholic, whether you pass by a Catholic church, whether you volunteer with a Catholic church or some type of organization, or they are Catholic, or just Christian, I guess. Let me not say Catholic, but Catholic is really coming through. I don't know why. It could be just like some type of Christian organization. But this person could have that. But outside of that, something that you'll notice about them is like they're regimented, right? They're regimented and they are calm. They do what they need to do in the time that it needs to take. I'm getting this person is like calm and meditative and slow, and they take their time in doing whatever it is that they do. So they're a patient person. They could be a teacher. I don't know if I said that, but I feel like there's I think I did, like I said, they could be your teacher, right? But they could be a teacher and you're in the vicinity of what they're teaching. I am getting that you're a novice, but not fully. I'm not getting that you're a full-on novice. So you could also have a certain skill set or be at a certain level, but in different areas, right? Like let's say they're a very good potter and they are so good at their craft, but you're learning pottery and they're there teaching it or whatever. And you're, on the other hand, an excellent A1 carpenter, right? Like you're at that level. Like, so there's something here where you do something in your world that makes you appreciate what they do. First impression, please. Fidelity and power. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh. Your first impression of your future spouse is that they're strong. So you could meet this person at the gym, or maybe they have a really great body. Again, like I'm not trying to say this person does not have a great body. I'm just saying that their body is something that you will appreciate, yes, but almost objectively from a place of like, wow, what do you eat? Like, what does this person do for, how do they manage to hold, like, it won't be like a freaking super lustful or anything like that. It could be, right? I see you also being super thankful Like you could be the religious one, you could be the spiritual one, where that impacts your first impression of this person, where once you do realize that this person is your future spouse, you get on your hands and knees and pray and thank spirit that for me, like, is this really for me? Is this person really for me? Like, wow, this person is so strong and they're so with it and they're so and yummy. Is this for me? And you doubt yourself and see whether you can really handle them, right? That whole league thing. It's like you look at them and you start feeling some type of way about whether or not you're able to be with someone so either like intelligent or beautiful body or so handsome or beautiful. Like you start looking at yourself and your reaction is more of the Eight of Cups, where you're like, no, can't be. This can't be my future spouse. They're too pretty. They're too smart. How could they look at me? How could I match up? And little do you know, this person is also maybe looking at you, you know? 36 could be an important number. 40 could be an important number. 14 and 18 could be important numbers, but there is something here about sequence. So this thing may take some time and then all of a sudden be really stable super quick. 21. Because to go from a 7 of Wands to an 8 of Cups to a 9 of Hermit and then a 10 of Pentacles, that's a lot. 10 of Pentacles is real shit. I do think this person comes from a good, caring family, and they may have a big family, but their family might be in different places as well. Like their family comes from different places. Could be different countries, or they could just be living in different states or cities, but like wider spread, not super close, but there are some family members that are pretty close. I am picking up on an age gap for you, babe, here. I'm picking up that this person might be older than you, or they have more grays than you do, okay? There's something weary about this person. Kind, but weary, like tired. Someone who's used to being alone. This could be your impression. Someone who's used to being alone and is happy with it. But maybe you may pick up on them yearning for something more, but them feeling like lonely in a room full of people. What? Them feeling lonely in a room full of people, or just in their own head in a room full of people. There's something about that. This person may crave family and belonging. And something I'm picking up on for you, they could have a tattoo or you could have a tattoo. You could notice that about them on like their shoulder or arm. M and G could be important letters for you. What I'm seeing is this person will be really thankful for you. This person be really kind. There's a kindness here, like a soft kindness where someone has really like been through some stuff, you know? You know, you just been beaten down. I'm not saying that your person is like a sad person. That's not it at all. But just like I feel like I'm getting the core of their being here. I want to end this reading because it's been like 25 minutes. Please, nobody's paying me for this. I have 4 other readings to do. my storage is gonna end before I get to the others. That's why. Otherwise, if it was just one pile, baby, we would keep going all day, every day. I'm not saying your person is a sad person. I just am picking up on somebody who has fought for what they want in life, fought for their expertise, and has sacrificed quite a bit for that. And there's a part to them, as a reader, to telling you, my Lumi, there's a part to them that wishes they had more in their life. That wishes they had more in their life and more in their life for them. Something for them. Someone for them. A dog, a pet, a cat, a baby, that's not really gonna do it. Maybe it'll do it, but something they can care for that can care for them as well. Because they're a caring person. They have a lot of love to give. And when you two become mingled, Gosh, first of all, wait a minute. I'm seeing a lot here. This person will, yeah, 18 is an important number here. I think that is half of 636, right? Anyway, this person will melt in your energy. They will melt in your energy. I'm really picking up on somebody who's saying like, okay, whatever, like whatever you want, I'm yours. Yeah, I'm done. Like you're it. And this could be you to them, but I really am picking up on them to you. It could be you to them, or hell, it could be both. Claim it, claim it. Both of you just being surrendering to the other person. You know how people are like, don't drive my Mercedes. Don't drive my expensive car. And they're really picky about their expensive car, or like, nobody should drink my favorite drink. This is the type of thing where this person may have proclivities towards those things, like don't touch my car, like don't touch my expensive drink, like no. But this person's like, whatever you want, like I'm done, like I'm done, whatever you want. I like whatever. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? You have it. Like it's whatever you want, because their heart is so surrendered to yours and your relationship, your dynamic. If you got a cooch, they'll love that. They want to make out with it. If you got a back door, they want to make out with that. They will honor and like revere what's between your so your legs. This is what I'm seeing. This person will just like surrender themselves to you. It will be a step-by-step process. I was hoping to go into more questions, but I won't. So you let me know what else you want to know about your future spouse in the comment section below, so then I can just do a separate reading on each of those things, because clearly I was very ambitious and I forgot who I am. I forgot how I read. I was like, I could do many questions. No, babe, you cannot. You cannot and will not and shan't. All right, babe. 28 minutes later, I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for being here. See you tomorrow. Not next time, see you tomorrow. And also see you yesterday. Be on the lookout for their first impression of you. That'll be fun. Hit me up there. And otherwise, I'll see you on the flippity flip tomorrow. Bye. Hey, Paul 4. So, what is your first impression of your future spouse? Oh, okay. 8 of Wands reverse, 2 of Swords reverse, 9 of Pentacles reverse. You're gonna kind of dismiss this person. I think you may be with somebody else, or you may see them with somebody else and dismiss them. I'm just getting a dismissal. Okay. This person may not be with somebody else. You may assume that there was somebody else, but I'm getting a dismissal. Now, with the 8 of Wands specifically coming out as a dismissal, because it's definitely a dismissal. I can't tell if, you tell me, it could be all of the above. I cannot tell if you dismiss this person because you're like, I'm out of their league. They're out of my league, excuse me. I can't, they must be with somebody else, right? They can't be single. And you just, no, you swipe, because they could never. Okay? That could be your future, your thing. Or, babe, you could be seeing somebody and that clouds you seeing this person, right? So you dismiss them. I'm picking up on some kind of dismissal. Okay? Two of Swords in reverse. You could, if you're not seeing somebody or you don't think they're seeing somebody, it could be all the above, baby. It's a whole pot being cooked right now. You could be in the middle of something else. Okay? And so you dismiss them. They're just dismissed. Like your first impression of your future spouse is you saying no. For whatever reason, you dismiss them. Okay? Actually, let's go ahead and clarify that 8. Why not? Ace of Wands, because they're too hot. You say, they're too hot. That was like my first instinct, and I was like, no, can't be. Not everyone is me. You see this person, and you're like, I couldn't even reach for, no. I'm just gonna sit my ass down. I'm gonna just look at them from afar because it could never happen. It just couldn't. Okay. You dismiss them because you halt. You are looking hard, and you're like, I need to get myself together. I need to get myself together. I need to get myself under control. I need to get myself under control. So you're gonna think this person is really hot. You're gonna have a spark, and when you see them, you're gonna be really attracted to them, and you're gonna be like, oh no. Let's check this 9 of Pentacles in reverse. I need to see if like what she's trying to tell me. Okay, 3 of Wands in reverse. I really don't think you're... Here's the thing. What I was going to say is I don't think you're looking for love when you meet them. But I just don't think that's true. I don't... Because you could be looking for love. You could be ready and mingling, I guess. But either way, with this person, you just don't think it's going to happen. Your first impression is, oh, with this person, it's not going to happen. Surely they're married. Surely they're taken. Surely they're with somebody else. Surely they wouldn't want me. Surely I'm not their type. Surely this person doesn't want to be called Shirley. This person is too hot for me. It'll never skirt. Or they're an F-boy, F-girl. Like they're for the streets. There's no way. Like you dismiss this person. And so that's why I can't quite say that you would be not available, because you're just making yourself unavailable to this person because you're like, nah, could never. You dismiss them. That, babe, if there was one word for power 4, your first impression of her is dismiss. The first impression is dismiss. Now, do they dismiss you? Could be. Okay, why not? Let's take all the angles, babe. They could dismiss you because they think all the things I just said. And that could be your first impression of them, like, rude. Rude. And you dismiss them because they dismissed you. But you don't know that they dismissed you because they thought you were too hot to handle, that they could never with you, that you might be seeing somebody else. Of course you are, because you're a dime piece. You're a Lumi dime piece. And of course they were like, no, don't even, because they were getting a rise. They were getting, they were feeling something. They were feeling hot. And they said, oh no. And so they came off a little rude or something. So you might, you may not be unavailable. You might be very available. Like you might really be looking around and looking for somebody in your world and not waiting. But yeah. But anyway, your first impression of them could be that they could be taken. Oh my God. Or or open and available. It could be both. Oh, I sound crazy. Let me tell you how it could be both, okay? Because what I'm saying is real, and for who it's for, they will know, okay? Because I'm getting real meta information here. It's giving someone who wears a ring on their ring finger, but they're not married. I do that all the time. I'm so super single. And this is just an example of someone who can look, you perceive them as taken, but they're so open and available. Do with that what you will. It sounds like a very psychic reader to say. They might have hair, or maybe not. Like, what? But that makes sense. What if they wear a toupee? What if they wear a wig? You know, they both track. Anyway, your first impression of this person is dismissal. And you try not to look at them. You're gonna find this person really hot. I think you're gonna find them like a jar, like crazy to look at. Yeah. I think you're gonna think, oh my God, I think you're gonna think this person is taken, or that they could never look at you the way you're looking at them. First impression, like, nah, that person's definitely, like, obviously they have somebody. Hello. Moving forward, like, you block yourself from them. I'm not doing that. Thank you, though. You block yourself from them. We have the Emperor clarifying the Two of Swords in reverse. And I feel like you actively put blinders on yourself so you can't see them. You just, moving forward. We're moving on. What is Pot 4's first impression of their future spouse, please? Third wheel. Wow. Third wheel. And trap in reverse, but and trap. 37 could be important. 78 could be important. And trap. I think you'll think this person is taken, and maybe for some of you they will be taken, or in the middle of something. I don't know. But with trap in reverse coming up underneath third wheel, I think you're just like, I think you're making a correct assumption, and correct not being that what you're thinking is right, but what you're thinking makes sense. It makes sense to see someone good looking and someone who you're like, hubba, oh my gosh, like, wait a minute, someone that you're attracted to, and go, oh, like, of course they must be taken. That's what it's giving. You're gonna think this person is taken. And for some of you, listen, maybe they are, man. Maybe they are. And they eventually get out of it for sure. Trap is here. They get out of it. If they're not actually single, they get out or are in the middle of getting out of a relationship. So you might meet this person, and they introduce you to the person that they're with. They introduce you to somebody, and then they break up the next week. You know what I mean? You could meet this person as they're still with somebody, but it's on the way out. 3 of Wands and Ace of Cups clarifying the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This dynamic is on the way out if they're with somebody when you meet them at first. Let's get a little bit more different information, Spirit. First impression. Pot 4's future spouse. Oh, are we okay? Yeah, I think we're actually good. It's just, let's put a little dragon on it, though. Just in case. Babe, attraction. Okay? Like, Spirit's like, listen, your first impression of your future spouse is going to be jaw-dropping. You'll have to pick your jaw off the ground, clean up the chin, and moisturize your mouth, because you won't have any saliva from how much your jaw dropped and how agape your mouth was and for how long it was. And then you'll have to go, oops, decorum, put your shit back together and act right. Because you will want to drink this person's this person's bathwater. You gonna see this person as someone who you'll just just like that. You'll just oh my god, that's gonna be your future spouse, and your first impression meeting your future spouse. Your first impression of them is gonna be goo goo gaga 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 goo goo. Now you know what's really cute? What I do with these readings. Now, granted, there's a video that's gonna be called their first impression of you, but sometimes I like to see your first impression and flip it and say, what would his first impression of me be from your first impression? Or like, what would my first impression be from? I like to play games with my tarot, with my pick of cards. You'll think they have a great body, that they look great, that they smell good. Girl, I call everybody girl. You are down bad from the first impression. And I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you because you know what this reading is called? Your first impression of who? Your future spouse. So, can you imagine marrying someone who you're drop dead attracted to like this? What a blessing. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. And they're single. And they want you back. Amen. Praise the Lord. Like, yo, I'm very happy for you. I'm not mad that this entire reading is just like attraction, third wheel, trap, attraction, third wheel, trap. I think you'll meet this person. For some of you, like, you'll get the impression that they're loosening themselves from something. If it's not someone, it could be something, right? There could be some energies in their life that are not romantic necessarily, that they are cleaving from in some way. And you'll catch them on the tail end of those things, which is nice because your first impression of them is going to be one of like a strong attraction. And hence you'll dismiss it. But the thing is, the attraction just gets stronger. Like, you'll look at them and go, oh wow, nice. And then you'll dismiss it. And then over time, so it seems you'll be seeing this person, interacting with them over time. You'll just fall deeper and deeper and deeper into attraction for them. And I really like that for you. And they will like it too. They will like being admired by you. Because that makes them feel good. Being admired by you. Because I'm sure you're not too bad yourself. Okay? And clearly they become your future spouse, so they think so. They will like how you appreciate them and how you honor them. Like, they will trust you. Oh, that's so sweet. Your future spouse will trust you and feel safe with you because your eyes don't lie. There's sincerity in your eyes when you look at them. And oh, spirit girl. Oh, spirit girl. Oh, I should do a little 18++ for future spouse or something. You leave me the suggestion in the comments, please. Oh my God. Your future spouse will be so turned on by you and your character, your sincerity, and your innocence. Like, babe, your eyes are just so pure. How you look at them is so pure and sincere that will soften them and nab them so fully that you are the only person that they will be attracted to. Oh, I didn't think that I was going to say that out my mouth. Okay. Spirit, cook. So much so that, like, no one else will be able to do it for them physically like you. And it's not even what you're doing, but it's the fact that you're doing it, that you, Paul 4, are doing it. You got me? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? And the vision of you doing things to them, with them, for them, will get them going in their private time. Because it's you. Ooh. Praise him. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Before I'm done here, like I said, there is their first impression of you that we're gonna do. I would say save this video somewhere, add it to your liked list of videos, or a future spouse playlist that you yourself have made. That's cute. And then when you meet people, come back and see how things change and shift. That's something that I've found really interesting over the course of time. I wish you everything. Keep your light on. Good luck. And I'll see you tomorrow because I'm going to be here tomorrow. Hang out with me. Bye. Baby. Paltua. Paltua, what is your first impression of your future spouse? Why was I going to say your first spouse? Oh, your future spouse. King of Swords. Page of Swords. Oh, swords, swords, swords. Ace of Cups. My God, all the swords came out to play today. They said, are you a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius? Are they? Are you in one of those seasons? Is one of those seasons coming to a calendar near you? Well, be prepared because you may meet your future spouse during one of those seasons, or they may be one of those signs. Or maybe you are one of those signs. It's one of the three or all of the three. Even the magician is waving up his sword. 8 of Swords in reverse. Huzzah. That's cute. I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth. So you might notice this person's hair. Okay, maybe their hair is long. Maybe your hair will be long at this time. It's giving me first meeting, okay? You might change your hair. They might like your hair. You might notice someone noticing your hair. When you change your hair, the person that notices, that's your future spouse, okay? When you change your hair, the person that likes it and like keeps looking at it, that's your future spouse. The person that likes all your different hairstyles, that's your future spouse. Your future spouse may have hair. Your future spouse may have long hair. All right? For them. I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth. Your first impression of this person will be they're kind of interesting. This person could have really nice legs. What do I mean by interesting? They could be a little bit of a rebel. Right? So if they're a guy, they may have like long hair, and that's not very typical for men to have long hair. Could be black. Or like light brown. Girl, I call everybody girl. I'm seeing black hair here. I'm also seeing blonde. But blonde is in reverse, so I don't know. They could wear it in a bun. Or like bandanas. Not bandana. Headbands. So it's giving me like old school gym instructors on the TV. The people that like would wear those headbands at the gym, you know, the leotards, and it is giving leotards. This person could wear a leotard, work out to the gym, or you. The gym could be relevant here. I'm just looking at some thick legs, thick neck, yoked, veiny hands. So this person could have, you know, that upside down isosceles triangle chest, a booty, okay, it's giving even hourglass here. Someone's sturdy. Why is everybody's future spouse kind of buff? Oh, one of the future spouses was live, but where my big boys at? Where my big boy love at? No, I'm seeing this pile specifically. This person feels fit. Look at this hand. Look at this hand. Can we gander at the King of Swords together real quick? Look at that. What is that? That nail's jacked up, girl. So mad. You see that? What's going on? You trying to write? His body's trying to write a letter. With all them lines on that hand. This person might be recovering from sickness. Like, they may have a cold when you meet them. Or be under the weather. Or recovering from something. This person, I don't know how you would know this, but this person may have had a bout with cancer at some point in their life, whether a family member or themselves. They may have had some type of, if not cancer, obviously, it could have been some type of illness that impacted their life to some degree, to a great degree. And afterwards, they decided to start taking care of themselves more, and that's just what their life has been since. If I didn't say it before, I'm going to say it again. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius is relevant here. You could be one of those. They could be one of those. Those are seasons that could be very relevant to you. Your first impression of your future spouse. They're covered up. They don't show their body, but you can tell. Like, I think you'll notice that this person is pretty covered up. Like, they have a very modest dress. But somehow you see their body, you see signs on their body, and you're like, huh. You see this person is, I don't know, honest, blunt, but charismatic. I feel like you'll manifest this person or they manifested you, but I don't want to keep saying that because everybody's doing that. Like, everybody's manifested their person. Everybody's being manifested by their person. That's not true. I don't always get that. But I think for my Lumies, we're a special kind of people here. One of you will notice the other before the other notices, but it'll be almost instantaneous. So the next moment, the other will notice the other. You notice this person is not quiet, but they look quiet. You know, there's some people that you look at and I'm seeing someone in my head right now. There's some people that you look at and you can tell that they're just like a chatty, out here type of guy. You know, they're just like a chatty princess. Like, they're just a chatty Cathy, right? They just start talking. And this isn't a bad thing, but you can tell that they're very open and X, Y, and Z. And then there's some people that when you look at them, you can tell that they don't talk much unless they're spoken to, or have something important to say. This person looks like the latter. They're not a quiet person necessarily, but they give off quiet vibes. And when they speak, they're like very gregarious and ha ha ha. It's giving Santa Claus, you know, like, yeah, you know, just like very present and solid. But when they're not talking, you're like, that's, yeah, they don't really talk unless they need to. But when they do talk, It's very normal, very warm, very much Santa Claus. Nothing you notice about them. So your impression will be, they're not like you think they are. I think you might assume things about this person when you first see them. Your impression about them, like, oh, they're probably, or someone that looks like them would probably be like that, but they're really not. Your assumption of them is going to be more negative than how they are. Like, they're a lot more open and gregarious and sweet and charismatic than you believe them to be, or digest them to be. They may wear glasses, if somebody wears glasses or like sunglasses. Red. I just gotta say red. So, first impression of pile number 2 is for your spouse. We have goal in reverse and indulgence. Yeah, this person is pretty. Like, even if they're a rugged man, they're pretty. They're a pretty man. Okay? They have a beautiful jaw, a cute nose. You know, their skin is nice. Like, your first impression is like, dang, somebody wears glasses here. Whether it's you or them. But your first impression of them will be from afar. Again, you won't really know them well enough. That's why the more experience you have with them, the more you see them and get to know them and see them in the spaces that you two share. For some reason, you're sharing a space here. I don't know why. The more you'll see them. Yeah, I think there's something with people. The more you'll see that when they are with others, their vivaciousness, their boisterousness comes out. But when they're alone, you can really tell how calm and cool and collected that they are. And that's a really interesting juxtaposition and dichotomy of somebody to be able to do both. They are someone who's not going to say things out of pocket. They think about what they say, and that's something that you'll pick up on as well. They're very deliberate, is what I want to say. If it's not just in words, they think a lot, so they might be quiet a lot again, but when they do speak, they're deliberate about what they say. They're not trying to say anything that's unnecessary. They say things that will get them the results. Okay, so they're to the point, but they're not so blunt that they're out here hurting people's feelings or not. No. They're very good at being able to guide something to the end that they would like it to go to. Okay. So yeah, even if this, I mean, this did come out in the reverse. So even if this is like a male presenting type person, um, they look good, man. Even if rugged, it still looks good. And if they're a female, like presenting person, maybe they're not wearing any like makeup or to do, or doing too much makeup, or doing any makeup, or anything like that. Like maybe their hair isn't done up, or they're not dressed to the nines. You're still going to notice that they look good even without them trying. That's either because they just do look good without even trying, or you're already a goner. Or you dead ass see them from actual physical distance afar. So this could be maybe even an online connection, I guess. Okay. Maybe with all these swords, it's just texts, and they're like, maybe this person is a dry texter, or this person, their texts are shorter than you would like them to be. But it's funny because when they do come through in text, they're not just saying, how was your day? How are you? They're asking specifically, oh, how are you? Did you eat? You know, or like they remember, like their texts. It's very weird. It's confusing. It's cute because even though this person may maybe not respond as quickly as you would like, or whatever, when they do respond, it's something meaningful. And eventually you just kind of figure out that that's them. But also when you meet this person in person, you get to see their juxtaposition, that like this is how they are in the text form or online, on chat or whatever, and this is how they are in person. And you can still see that their care and their personhood is there, but they maybe have a lot more time when they're in person to be their gregarious, amiable, affable character. Okay? You may notice that this person's pretty disciplined. I don't know if I said that, but you may also, like, your first impression might be noticing this person's pretty disciplined. Okay? This person may teach people, I don't know why, like a trainer of some sort. In a way. Wow. Okay. This person may have a side hustle and a main hustle. Like a side hustle and a main thing that they do. That's, I think, what feels like it's coming through. With goal, purpose, expectation, destination, which also came out in the reverse, 47 and 26 could be relevant to you. It doesn't have to be. But you might meet this person on some type of break. You might see this person as someone who's in between something. Like you may meet them in an in-between phase in their life, which does harken back to goal. Whether on their way to something or you are on your way to your goal. Right? So whether you're working together or you're in the middle of something unrelated in your life where you have a goal and you want to accomplish certain things, and you see that, that's when you meet this person, when you're on your way to accomplishing something. Or they are. With the Eight of Swords in reverse, I think you notice that this person is releasing themselves from something and moving through from one phase to the next. They could be recovering from something again, right? We were getting that earlier with like either like a flu, some type of sickness. They may be recovering from something or have experienced that type of recovery. Like either you might see like a scar on their body that, denotes some type of procedure that was done. Or maybe they share this to you as you two are getting to know each other. That they're just recovering from something and finding their way, making it happen, starting off small and trying to learn, to relearn something. It could be maybe they're relearning how to walk. Maybe they got like injured in some way. Maybe they just want to have stronger legs too. But I feel like they used to be a certain way and they want to go back to being that certain way or even better. Okay. First impression, please. Oh, I love this. Forgiveness. Card number 23. 23 could be important. This person has overcome something. I think you'll notice that. Again, body T. This person has a body that you will like, okay? A body that you will respond to, and they will also like your body. I'm also seeing hair. Okay. Brown hair, dark hair. There could be some highlights, I guess. Also, maybe someone wearing hats. You two could meet like in the fall or winter time or a cold season because there's a lot of clothes. People are wearing a lot of clothes. She's not, but yeah. There could be some type of like vacation here as well, where maybe you do meet at some type of like break or spa time or on the weekend. You make this person forget. You make this person or they make you forget, okay? Take this how it resonates. It could be both though. Make this person forget. And by that, it's like, I may have gone through certain things, you or them, but being with you makes it worth it. Being with you softens me. Could someone here be an actor? Is there like a performance happening as well? Like, is someone in an acting troupe? Is somebody an actor here? Because I'm telling you, when you meet this person, you two don't like meet. You either know this person, like you either meet this person in your real world and they'll just kind of be around. And then you two will get closer over time, or you connected. No, I think there'll be a spark in the beginning. Something. But I don't think it'll be acted on. No, not immediately. And then if you meet online or in some type of textual place, it will be in that place for a little bit of time due to like schedule clashings and the like, not being able to see each other up close. Okay, something to that degree. Well, someone here could be an actor because I'm seeing makeup. And I think we talked about makeup. But anyway, or like a performer of some sort, maybe even a singer or like a presenter, someone in entertainment in some way. But this person will have eyes for you. And you won't believe it. Part 1. Part 2. You won't believe it. You'll be doubtful, but I mean, they'll think your doubts are cute. Don't hold on to that for too long. That shit gets annoying, but they'll think that your doubt is cute in that, like, it's so vulnerable. Because I think they can see that how much you care for them in your doubts. This person is really going to care for you and be soft and gentle with you. They'll be very patient. And we see that with the King of Swords, and the Magician. They'll be very patient with you. I think you'll notice just how patient they are with you. And how steadfast they are. And it'll heal you. You'll have no choice but to give away your bullshit. And trust that you want to be in this and you're going to try. It could be vice versa as well, but I think you two are going to be very sweet together. If they don't trust you, I think you will be a steadfast person. Because you know it's not about you. It's just them needing to see steadiness. That's cute. Okay, Paul 2. I was here yesterday. I'm going to be here tomorrow. We're doing damn near daily love readings on this channel. So keep it locked. Leave me a comment. Tell me how this resonated. I don't know. But I'll see you next time. Yeah? Okay. See you tomorrow. Bye. Good luck. Hey, Paul 1. What will your future spouse... What is your first impression of your future spouse? You know what's going to be fun? Your future spouse's first impression of you, which is out. Or coming out. I think it's coming out tomorrow. So, check the channel. Your first impression of your future spouse is the Chariot, the Two of Swords, and the Six of Swords in reverse. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Five of Pentacles. Trouble. Trouble. Your first impression of your future spouse is going to be trouble. 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 Now, is it trouble because they are trouble? Or is it trouble because you see this person and you're like, oh no, I done fallen. You know how it is sometimes? Oh no, here we go again. I done fallen. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. This person gonna have me running for my money. I'm in trouble. Is it that? Are they for the streets? Or are you looking at them and going, oh no. My kryptonite has arrived. Okay? And you just modestly get in your car and excuse yourself. Your first impression of your future spouse is going to be that they're on your mind a lot. Like you're kind of restless over them. It could be because they're thinking of you and therefore those thoughts are entering your head. Happens often. July may be important here, or I don't know, Libra. And well, yeah, we do have a bunch of storage, so maybe Libra. I was reluctant to say that, but because I always mention Libra. But this person, your first impression of them is God, it's the same person. Focus. You're gonna be like, oh, they're focused. They're going somewhere. This person might be wearing something really nice when you meet them, when you see them, that they wear nice things that fit them and that tell you about their status in some way. Okay, they're very decorated. So you might go, damn, this person's really decorated. Their style might be intriguing. Their style might be very different from everybody else around you or just from what you are personally used to. Okay, you're gonna try not to look at this person, try not to just like ogle this person, but it's gonna be difficult because they're on your brain, babe. How can you not look at them when they're on your brain? Your first impression, you're gonna notice, you know what it's giving, Pawan? It's giving that this person is into you, and you thinking of them is as a result of them thinking of you, okay? Like, because I feel like you're gonna notice, but you're gonna notice too late that this person starts dressing up really nicely for you. But it's like because they weren't really on your radar, you didn't really notice if they were dressing like this before, if they were grooming themselves like this before. But now you notice and you're like, was it always like that? I don't remember, but they look good. You could meet this person on a first date. Okay, right? On your first impression, you may notice that this person really put in effort for you. That's really sweet. They really put in effort for you. They really did, there's not nary a crease on their clothing. Their hair is done, their makeup is done if they wear makeup, their face is done, their beard is done if they got one, their clothing is immaculate. They even clean their car. That's going to be your first impression of this person. If you're looking at their images online, this person looks coiffed. Okay, they look good. They take care of how they present. It matters to them how they present, and that's going to be a first impression that you have about them. It matters how they present. Meanwhile, you're a little grungy, babe. Just a little bit. You're a little grungy. I'm not saying it's bad, but you're just not as done up as they are. But I do see you starting to get as done up, to get more done up in time. Okay? You notice how thoughtful this person is. They try not to pick sides, which is really interesting. I think when you see this person talking to people, you might notice that they try not to they listen and they try to be impartial. So even if someone is telling them a story about, oh, this person, can you believe they did this to me, that this person might go, well, I mean, you know, maybe they did this because of this. Because they're just like maybe a naturally impartial person. And try to see the truth of things or hear, you know, the truth of things. Your first impression of this person. They're odd, babe. Like they're odd. Okay, they're not like a goof or like a super oddball, okay? But this person has a unique, there's something unique about them. I don't think it's the biggest thing in the world, but it's something where in a room full of people you can find them because they have some defining characteristics. Okay, is it their hair color? Is it their jewelry? Is it the type of like clothes they wear? Do they always wear a hoodie even in the summer? Like you can find this person. Do they always wear tank tops even in the winter? You can always find this person. You know what I mean? Like there's something about them and how they present that makes them. This person may look younger than they are. Yeah, they may look younger than their years. You may look younger than your years. Oh. Oh. Okay. It's like a man having like a man bun. It's not the strangest thing in the world, but it's definitely not the most common thing in the world. And you can identify someone with it in a crowded room. Or like maybe they always wear hats. Maybe they always wear beanies. Maybe she always wears a bandana. Like something like that. You can always identify them by some type of like feature or dress code that they have. Now, clarifying the Six of Swords in reverse, is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Strength in reverse? Excuse me? I think your first impression about this person is going to be you thinking about them a lot because they've put them things in your head, number one. Number two, you might be wondering if they're taken. This person destabilizes you a little bit, or a lot of it. Like, they will eventually, they'll destabilize you. You'll become real down bad for them. You'll start thinking things that you've never thought before in previous partnerships, or it's been so long since you thought like that in previous partnerships. Like it's giving a little bit of like sexual energy, okay? Where if you've been celibate, for instance, for a while, you might say, I don't know much about that anymore. Okay. If you are waiting sexually, you might say, I don't know, maybe a little bit, maybe a little taste. Just one time. Like breaking your boundaries. And when I say it like that, I think you're just gonna, this person, your first impression about them is gonna be something that makes you reassess your boundaries. And I don't think that's a bad thing, to be honest with you. I think it's good to reassess our boundaries. We have to be able to be flexible given the phase of life that we're in. Let's see a bit more what your future first impression will be of your future spouse. In reverse, we have gain. Okay. This could be gains. I'm not really seeing too many like gym cards or body. I mean, the Two of Swords is I'd say body T. Yeah, body T. A little clog. Should look good in that sack. So maybe, right? Maybe they have gains that you'll notice they look good. Maybe they have a sleeper build. But I think this person, like, they look good, like they're cute, and I don't think you'll be unattracted to them. I think you'll really like this person. But we have gain 24 and 27 and 7. So challenge, endurance, resolution. Yeah, I do think this is gonna take a little bit of a just a bit of a while before this gets off the ground. Yeah, I do think so. This person, you'll notice that they are passionate, that they have a drive. Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and hello, the Chariot, a drive, the King of Wands. Hello, good looking. Woo! Listen, Linda, listen. Maybe that's how you can identify them in the crowd. Okay, purr. Ah. hubba. But yeah, I think this person is very driven. You'll notice how driven they are. So you'll notice them maybe if you work with them working later hours. Even if you just meet them on a first date or online or in person, you'll notice from you getting to know them, your impression of them, your first impression, that conglomerate impression of who they are is that they're very driven. They work hard and they play hard. Oh my God. There's someone who has investments in things that make sense. So they may have a tricked out car, okay, but like modest living in some way. So maybe this person is a saver, huh? Okay. Get me off of here. This person could be a saver, okay? They could be, okay. This person could be somebody who is involved in a project that is it's a new project and also one that has been going for a while. So it could be something that happens all the time, but they're trying something new in it. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I've been doing this channel for 6, 7, 8 years now. And, that's the Hermit and the Chariot. We're still here. We're still going. We're doing our thing, right? And the Page of Wands could be new projects. New projects could be this damn near daily thing. It happens once a year in the month of October, celebrating my birthday with you guys, doing readings every day for love, celebrating love, Libra season. Or it could be the fact that I have a new project on Patreon called LightMail, where you get mail delivered to your physical mail with your personal reading as a physical mail. That's a new project and something that I've always been doing. So there could be something like that you notice about them. I don't know how you would notice that. Maybe they tell you this, or you kind of notice that maybe they're busier, or again, they share this with you, or after knowing them in this like first impression time capsule, you notice this about them that, how is that new project? They're doing something. This person is very driven and you can tell by their focus. All right, so let's get this last card in. Your first impression. We have romanticism. Aww. This person, you'll notice that they work hard at relationship. This person, you'll notice that the way they treat you is deliberate and on purpose. In the same way that they are persevering in their other aspects of their life is how they're going to be with you. And the same way that they're driven in other aspects of their life is how they're going to be with you, because they're just a driven person, period. And so when they're spending time with you, they're spending time with you. They want to make it special. They want to make it quality and worth something. It's girthy. It's got oomph to it. They want to make sure that time is rich between the two of you. So they'll also be someone who's like, I don't want to say type A, but there's someone who will plan dates. There's someone who will want to go places and plan them out. They're not someone who's going to fuss over, oh, I planned this one, you planned that one, who's paying, da da da. No, this is someone who you're going to feel like we're swept away, like a little romantic, okay? Like this person really cares about the time that you spend together, cute little activities, cute little things to do together, really sweet. this thing that you're gonna notice about this person. They're very romantic. Like they have a romantic side to them, and it's not something that you would assume about them. But you eventually learn and see that, oh wait, this person actually has a super, super soft side, which is just like the sweetest. How sweet are they? Oh, I'm just smiling. They're so sweet. Even when this person, when you guys eventually become physical, when they kiss you, how they hold you, you'll really feel intention in them. This person is an intentional person, and we get that with the Chariot and even with the Two of Swords. They're an intentional person, and that's something that you'll notice about them as well, especially in how they treat you and how they hold you, and how they just are with you. So I will see you in the comments if you have something to say. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow for the next video of, I think it's gonna be their first impression of you. I'm gonna use different decks because this deck was a struggle. But maybe it was a good struggle because sometimes it works out nicely like that. All right, baby. Keep your light on. Good luck. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.